for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at the Cane Corso.
Awesome.
They've got this reputation, right, as these super loyal, super protective dogs.
Yeah.
But is that all hype, or is there really something to it? We're going to try to figure that out.
Okay.
We've got some awesome real-life stories to dig into.
Cool.
We've got stuff from a Cane Corso rescue organization's website, an enthusiast website, and even some stuff from the American Kennel Club.
Nice. So we're going to see if they actually live up to the legend.
Exactly.
The protector legend.
Yep.
One thing people often forget, though, is their history.
Okay, yeah.
They were actually bred as guardians, like way back. Ancient Roman war dogs.
Wow.
Makes you wonder how much of that is still in them today. You know?
That's a great point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's jump right in.
Okay.
First story we've got is about this Cane Corso named Leo. He was only 7 months old.
Wow.
And get this, he was adopted only 3 months before this crazy home invasion happened. Yeah. And it wasn't just a break-in. They actually set the house on fire.
Oh, my gosh.
I know, right? Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So this little guy, Leo, he just springs into action.
What?
Despite being so young and only having lived there for a short time,
That's incredible.
he alerts his owner that something's wrong and stands guard even while these people are ransacking the place.
Oh, my gosh.
Because of him, the owner got out safe.
That's amazing.
It makes you wonder, like, could any dog at that age, just instinctively do that?
Right.
So brave.
It seems like those protective instincts in Cane Corsos, they kick in really early, even before any formal training.
Right.
Like it's not just learned, it's already there, part of who they are.
Fascinating. Okay, so this next story comes from a Cane Corso enthusiast website. This one happened in Italy.
Okay.
Shows how these dogs can think on their feet. So you've got this young man, he knows the family, and he goes onto their property when nobody's home.
Oh.
Now, you'd think the dog would just go ballistic,
Right.
attack. But this Cane Corso, he's got other ideas. He grabs the guy by the chest and hoards him there
Really?
for an hour
What?
until the owners came home.
Wow.
That's just incredible.
That's amazing.
I mean, talk about intelligence and good judgment, right?
Right.
He didn't go for the kill. He just contained the threat.
Yeah.
And here's the best part. As soon as the owners gave the okay, the dog was totally friendly again.
Really?
Like he knew the situation had changed. And he adjusted his behavior accordingly.
Wow.
Makes you wonder, how do they do that? Just instinct, or is there something more going on?
It's amazing. Like, do they understand us better than we think? You know?
Totally. Okay, but hold on. Not every story has to be about danger and stuff.
Okay.
This next one's about a Cane Corso named Delilah.
Oh.
It shows off a totally different kind of intelligence. It's really cute and insightful.
Okay, I like it already.
Delilah's owner is in the shower and his phone alarm starts going off.
Yeah.
Most dogs, they'd bark or ignore it, right?
Probably.
But not Delilah. She decides to do something about it.
Really? Like what?
So she's observed the routine. Alarm goes off. Owner gets out of the shower.
Okay, yeah.
So what does she do? She picks up the phone and brings it to the bathroom door.
She brought him his phone.
Yeah. Like she's saying, hey, your alarm's going off. Don't you need to get this?
That is so smart.
Right.
Like, she understood what the alarm meant.
It seems like it. And she wasn't trained to do that. She figured it out on her own, just from watching.
That's crazy.
It's pretty mind-blowing, right? You have to wonder, do these dogs understand us on a deeper level than we realize?
Right.
I mean, all these stories, they show just how intelligent and intuitive they are, and how connected they are to their families.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like all these things we're seeing, the heroic actions, the smarts, it's not random.
Right.
It's part of what makes them a Cane Corso.
Yeah. But it's not just about their genes, is it?
No, definitely not.
There's more to it. Nurturing those instincts, guiding them the right way, that's where responsible ownership comes in.
Absolutely. We'll talk more about that in a bit.
Sounds good. So we were talking about that history, right? About Cane Corsos being working dogs way back when.
Yeah.
It really makes you think, you know?
Yeah?
Like all those years of being bred to guard and protect.
It's going to have an impact, right?
Definitely. Like it's woven into who they are. But you can't just rely on genetics, can you?
Nope.
You got to nurture those instincts, make sure they're channeled the right way. That's where responsible ownership is so important.
Absolutely. It's a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
It's not like getting any other dog. These dogs are serious business. They're powerful.
Powerful guardians.
Exactly. And like anything powerful, they need guidance. They need training.
Right. They need an owner who really gets them, who understands them.
Totally. Without the right training, those instincts can go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine, instead of being protective, they react out of fear or aggression.
That's not what you want.
Definitely not. That's how you end up with those heartbreaking stories,
Yeah.
about dogs biting people because they were scared or confused.
It happens way too often.
It does. And often it could have been prevented with the right approach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to remember, owning a Cane Corso, it's not just about giving them food and a place to sleep.
It's way more than that.
You got to understand their needs, help them become good members of society,
Well adjusted.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyone listening who's thinking, man, I want one of these dogs,
Yeah,
take a step back. Do your research.
that's good advice.
These dogs are amazing, but they need a special kind of owner. Someone who's willing to put in the work.
Totally agree.
The time, the effort, the love.
You got to be dedicated.
You do. So where can people go to learn more?
Well, the American Kennel Club is a good place to start.
Okay, yeah.
They have a ton of information about Cane Corsos, breed standards, temperament, care, all that stuff.
They do. And
Yeah.
they can connect you with breeders, too.
Yep. And rescue organizations,
Oh, that's right.
which is awesome.
That's a great point. Speaking of rescue organizations, we gotta give a shout out to groups like Cane Corso Rescue.
Yeah, they're doing incredible work.
They're out there rescuing these dogs, rehabilitating them, finding them good homes.
It's heartwarming, all these dogs getting a second chance.
It really is. It makes you think being a hero isn't always about some grand gesture.
Sometimes it's about the little things.
Giving a dog a safe and loving home,
Yeah.
that's pretty heroic in itself.
Absolutely. It really shows the power of compassion, the belief that every dog deserves a happy life.
It does. It makes you wonder how many other Cane Corso heroes are out there.
Right. Doing amazing things, big and small, every single day.
All over the world.
It's inspiring to think about. And it reminds us of that special bond we have with dogs.
Mm-hmm. That human-animal connection.
It's powerful stuff.
It really is. And while we've been focused on the hero side of things today,
Yeah.
it's important to remember they're just dogs, too. They need love, they need to play, they need to feel like they belong.
Like any other dog.
Right. We can't let their history as guardians overshadow that other side of
The
them.
fun-loving side.
Yeah, the joyful, cuddly side.
They're capable of so much affection.
They are, and that brings us to another really important point about being a good Cane Corso owner.
What's that?
You got to understand their emotional needs.
Okay.
Give them the love and attention they need.
Right.
It's just as important as training and socialization.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A happy Cane Corso is a well-behaved Cane Corso.
Exactly.
And a happy Cane Corso is a joy to be around.
Definitely. So, as we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with a few thoughts.
Okay.
First, Cane Corsos are incredible dogs.
Amazing history, amazing loyalty.
But owning one is a big deal.
You got to be ready for it.
They need experienced owners, dedicated owners, owners who understand them.
People who are willing to go the extra mile.
Exactly. And remember, every dog is an individual.
No two are exactly alike.
Right. Don't just go by the stories or stereotypes.
Get to know the dog in front of you.
See their personality, their quirks. Build that bond based on trust and respect.
That's how you get the best out of them. And let's not forget about those rescue organizations.
Oh, yeah.
The ones who are giving these dogs a second chance.
They're doing such important work.
They are. They're making sure these amazing dogs find loving homes.
And get to live their best lives.
It's inspiring, isn't it?
It is. It really shows the power of compassion and the belief that every dog deserves to be happy.
Well said.
Yeah.
So that's it for this part of our Cane Corso deep dive.
It's been quite a journey. We're back and ready to wrap up our Cane Corso hero stories. It's been pretty incredible, right? Really getting to know this breed.
It has, yeah.
Yeah.
Learning about their history, their intelligence, how loyal they are.
It all kind of comes together, doesn't it? I mean, it makes you think,
Yeah.
about how many ways a dog can be a hero. Not just the big, dramatic rescues,
Right.
but those little everyday things, too, the
Yeah.
way they connect with us.
Absolutely. Like Delilah with that phone. you know? Simple, but it shows how much they understand.
They want to be part of our lives.
Exactly. And it's amazing, that willingness.
Makes you appreciate them even more.
Yeah.
Before we go, though, I think it's important to bring it back to what we talked about before,
That's-
responsible ownership.
Right. Super important.
Because that's what lets these dogs be their best.
Totally, yeah. As protectors, as companions, all of it.
So if anyone's listening and thinking, I need a Cane Corso in my life,
Yeah.
seriously, pause for a second.
Good advice.
Do your research. Talk to people who know these dogs
Mhm.
and ask yourself, am I really ready for this?
Big commitment, you know?
It is Cane Corsos. They're not the right fit for everyone.
Nope. They need a special kind of owner.
Someone who gets them. Someone who's ready to put in the time and effort.
You got to be dedicated.
Because these dogs are powerful, you know? They're guardians at heart, and like anything powerful, they need the right guidance.
Otherwise, things can go wrong.
But when it's done right,
Yeah.
when there's trust and respect between the dog and the owner,
It's something special, isn't it?
it really is. You get this incredible partnership.
Both sides benefiting.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one last thought.
Okay.
What was it about the Cane Corso that really stood out to you?
Yeah, what resonated?
Was it their loyalty, their protective instincts, their intelligence?
Or maybe something else entirely.
We've just scratched the surface here.
Yeah, there's so much more to learn.
So keep exploring, keep learning, you know? Maybe connect with some owners, meet some Cane Corsos in person.
Who knows? Maybe you'll even have your own Cane Corso hero story someday.
That would be awesome. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.
It's been fun.
We'll catch you next time. Keep learning and keep celebrating those amazing bonds we have with our dogs.
Couldn't have said it better myself.